Let's do this shit.
What did you just eat?
the way
it smells like.
I had a bite of my chicken parmesan from Louise's.
Boy,
Louise's Trattoria. Yo, you know
that is
that Italian.
pungent.
You know that Italian restaurant that you like went to in your hometown. If you want a little bit of that, try Louise's Trattoria.
I think it's better than that, but it's
I
very
agree.
close. It's only better than that because of that focaccia bread.
And why the fuck aren't they sponsoring us?
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown. 90-day Beyonce. Marrying someone you've only met on your phone. Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
I don't know. They should be. Focaccia bread is delicious.
And then when they ask you, do you want the half size of chicken parmesan or just the full?
That's when you yell at them.
Yeah, if they say that, because you can always eat the full size later. It's not
True.
enough. That bread is delicious.
Poodle, now.
This is 90-day gays.
True. It is 90-day gays. By the way, y'all, we got new mics.
Ooh.
So, and one of you
Bask in the sound quality.
Well, one of you even came at us and said, I feel like your mics move too much or I hear sound. They said on Instagram. So I said, we got new mics. So, but
and that really bothered you.
No, it didn't bother me, actually, because we had just gotten the new mics. But I just say that y'all are the ones that are hearing this. So let us know if you can tell a difference and if you like it better.
I can tell a difference.
I can, but we're not
like,
the audience.
I'm moving my mic back and forth when I do this.
No, so I just want them to know if they think it sounds just as good. And if not, people don't like it when you make noises of eating. And there's people that get really bothered by that.
Remember when I chewed on...
Yeah, I don't think you should. You need to think about other people.
People really freak the fuck out.
They don't like that.
They did not like it.
I bet like the sound of you licking pussy is disgusting to a lot of people. Stop it. They're going to go crazy.
It's like Yukon Cornelius. There's gold! Bumbles bounce! Sorry, people who have chew problems.
I really can't have anything professional with you.
Why am I such a misfit? Why? No one. I'm Rudolph. Rudolph sounded like he was constipated.
I know.
Anyway, y'all, I'm just going to say.
Did you take your CBD today?
No, I didn't.
You're
so I'm
crazy.
I'm just going to say, I've been watching AMC, and they've had a lot of Christmas specials on. You know, the kind of like the off-brand claymation Christmas specials that were on when nothing was there to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And like half of them are not good. Like Frosty's Winter Wonderland is a piece of shit.
I think that's the second Frosty,
It
right?
is.
It's not good.
Even regular Frosty's like, I don't like it when the thermometer turns red.
That's true. Well, a lot of people don't know with Frosty too, y'all. He's a chub chaser.
Yeah.
A lot of
and
people don't like.
He's not smart.
He's not. No, he is. If y'all are, I've seen him on Scruff in the winter just looking for chub chasers. He's like, come at me, melt my hole.
Come at me. Come at me. Happy birthday.
You know what?
Fuck my ass.
Fuck my ass. That corncob pipe's been other places than his regular button.
I will say that special. They did a lot to make that whole song into a 30-minute special. They had the cop in there, and also y'all look back in your Christmas specials. Every secondary character is a big queen. Like everyone is a character.
Now the
actor.
first Frosty I seem to like.
Watch it again. You won't. It's also super tragic because Frosty sacrifices himself in the greenhouse to save the girl,
and then he lives on in spirit, right?
Yeah, it's really kind of fucked up.
I remember enjoying it, but maybe I didn't.
No, look back now.
And that was the ha cha 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 guy, right?
Yes,
What's that actor?
magician.
What is that actor's name? Who does ha-cha-cha-cha?
I don't know, but he was a real gay.
Who had the big nose?
And he had the rabbit.
What was his name?
Don't look at your phone.
Hey,
Oh,
Siri,
here we go.
who's the voice of Frosty the Snowman who goes ha-cha-cha-cha?
No, that's the magician you're thinking about, not Frosty. Frosty's...
Stop talking. Jimmy Durante.
That's
what I was talking about. Siri came through.
Oh, but no, the magician talks like real Frosty.
I don't care about
I'm going to get you.
No, that's the bad
and
guy.
then you're going to fuck me in the ass.
It's true. Jimmy Durante, look at that.
Frosty the Snowman. It's a fairy tale, they say.
He was originally Frosty the Hoe Man, and he's still on Scruff, y'all. Especially in Los Angeles. It is cold tonight.
It's cold, y'all. We're covered.
We're covered up. We're bundled.
Covered up. We're bundled up. I'm actually drinking a little vodka just to keep me warm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally I would never do
Normally
it.
you'd be stone cold sober.
Stone cold sober.
Sober. Y'all, okay.
Should we move on?
We are going to move on. Before we go, real quick, I just want to...
Where's my drink? There it is.
Jesus.
Okay, got it.
I want to...
Are we recording? Yes.
I want to tell a story
Oh,
because
no.
I said on the Patreon I would tell
no.
it about my grandma Hazel because I mentioned it on
Are
the
we
Patreon.
just telling stories now? Apparently.
Let's talk about Michael and Juliana because apparently I've been shushed. I've been totally, I understand what Juliana feels like because apparently I have no power here for the white man to control me.
Can you find a way to work it in instead of just like randomly starting with a story?
We talked about it in the Patreon and I told our Patreons, that's a good Thanksgiving
This is
story.
not a Patreon episode.
And I said, I will save it for our regular episode. But
can you
just
find a way to work
me.
it in?
It's fine. I'm not telling it now. I'll maybe tell it later.
I'm just trying to keep the show on topic so we don't go 3 hours.
Yeah.
I just talk about Louise's.
You
and
know what?
Frosty the
I'm
Snowman.
fucking
Then tell
so
your
it's
story.
Thanksgiving, you fucker. Yeah, you went on for 20 minutes with your gay shit. So all I wanted to say is that, so y'all know my grandma Hazel was mean after she was thrown by the tornado. But anyway.
I'm going to go get a drink. Go ahead and talk about this.
Sure. And so my grandma Hazel, once we had Thanksgiving, and my Aunt Darla was there, Darla Jean.
Darla.
And my Aunt Peggy Jean was there. And then also my Uncle Leonard.
And Leonard Jean.
Leonard and A.W. and then my dad, Chelsea. And so anyway,
Get to it.
my Aunt Darla was dating this guy, Ron, who ended up, his name is Bryant. And so last name is Bryant. And they had a son named Ryan. So his name's Ryan Bryant. My Aunt Peggy teased her mercilessly about that. She's like, why would you do that to your kid?
I agree.
They just sound like a goddamn nursery rhyme their whole fucking life. That's literally what my Aunt Peggy said.
You know what? I respect Aunt Peggy.
Well, and then they call my Aunt Darla Dodo, and she's like, Dodo, you got no sense. Anyway, so they don't talk anymore now. But
Can
anyway,
we please bookend this?
you talked for 20 minutes about frosting. And I supported that story.
That is seasonal.
Oh, yeah.
That is
this
seasonal.
is seasonal, too. Well, so anyway, and you know what? For the record of the Patreon, you said, ooh, I want you to tell that story. So suck it. So anyway,
I thought this was another story, but hurry
my
up.
Aunt Darla starts going in, or my Grandma Hazel treated her girls just mean. Y'all, just Southern mamas.
Sometimes my grandmother treated her one
It's a
daughter.
real
my
problem.
mother mean.
Southern mothers, and maybe all mothers, will treat their boys
They
like
lionize their boys.
princes, and
Yep.
and so for instance,
It's competition.
my grandma Hazel started going to my Aunt Darla because Ron couldn't be there, and she's like, well, he's probably with one of them women he's cheating on you with. And my Aunt Darla's like,
And she just made that up, right?
and she's like, he is not cheating on me. And she's like, well, are you? Because I talked to whoever, Tammy or somebody, in the Safeway in the bakery department, and she told me she saw him.
Why would she
Like,
be doing this?
She wouldn't know it. And so my Aunt Darla got mad, and she's like, we're all at the table, by the way. This is what she's talking about at the Thanksgiving table.
Wow.
And she's like, she's like, Mama, you're just making that bullshit up because you don't like Ron. She's like, I'd never do that. Don't you dare call your mother a liar. That's blasphemy. I remember her because I was young and I had to ask my mother what blasphemy was.
Of course you did, because you were listening with big pricked ears going, I'm remembering this, and so I'll be able to do it from memory later.
It's true. And so...
we were taught by drag queens as children.
And then my Aunt Darla said something like, well, you think it's blasphemous for you to treat your daughter like fucking shit. But, of course, then that set my grandma off because she raised him, and she was like... she's like, you sucked on my tit and I fed you with my bare hands. I don't know what that means. But anyway, it builds and builds. And finally, my Aunt Darla says, get out of my house. Because it was at my Aunt Darla's house. She's like, get out of my house. I can't believe I cooked for you. So my grandma Hazel says, fine, fuck this, and leaves. And my grandma, she would always grab her purse and kind of swing her purse. So she's just swinging her purse and she pops out the door. And before she pops out the door, she turns back and looks at the daughter, a woman she gave birth to, and just looked at her and she said, fucking slut. And then she walks out the door, and my Aunt Darla goes like, she's like, you're a bitch, and flips her off. And my grandma Hazel looks at her youngest baby and takes one hand and flips her off, and then takes the other hand and flips her off upside down and says, double it. And she gets in her 2-door Buick and peels out the driveway and leaves. And then I went and had dressing. And that's
And for
Thanksgiving
those
story.
who think we do too many digressions, you may want to leave that review.
Maybe.
That 1-star review now.
Maybe.
And say, I wish they would stay more on topic.
You know, we're only 10 minutes in. That's usually
that story took like 7 minutes.
We usually start at 10 minutes. Your Frosty story was longer. I'm going to time it and then own you.
But that was seasonal.
This was
Anyway,
about holidays.
let's get into the...
Let's talk about Michael and Juliana.
We've announced the name of the show, right?
90 Day Fiancé. This is we're doing, for those who are listening, we're season 1. This is
season
episode,
7.
Our season 7 episode.
I don't know. Some kind of like...
You could be somewhat prepared for these sometimes. It's not, it doesn't
I
have
told
to...
you what the season
It doesn't have
was.
to always be on me.
Uh-oh,
always.
I'm getting a grinder hookup.
Great. We are on...
Anyway.
We are on episode 7.
Season 7.
The truth shall set you free.
I love a good 7 and 7.
The truth shall set you free. All right, our first willing hearts are Michael and Juliana.
So we've
got intense.
We've just talked about the pre. I'll go through this a couple times. The pre-nush, the pre-nut, the pre-nest.
Y'all be careful. Pre-nut.
Nerf.
Pre-nut is how you get pregnant. It's very fertile.
You can get pregnant with pre-nut.
I had to take Plan B once. Again, it was just the defensive
come
line.
on, you've taken it all in.
I'm not a whore.
That's my line. The offensive line, I thought.
I don't remember.
Who knows?
Anyway, the prenup, she doesn't get it at
you
first.
know, and I will say, Juliana says, all I hear when they're talking about prenup is blah, blah, blah. That's the same thing I hear when they're talking about condoms. Blah, 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 condoms. What?
And that's probably
Blah,
actually
blah,
the way
blah.
you feel when they're talking about a prenup, too.
Or when he's saying, yeah, I got to go back to my wife. Blah, 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 blah. I don't hear anything else.
Blah, blah. Or like when you were
Blah,
dating
blah,
the guy.
Blah, blah, moon. Blah, blah, blah,
what
blah,
song is that?
son. Gershwin, blah, blah, blah.
That probably was how you feel about when one guy you were dating talked about his child.
Yeah, I'm like, blah, what? And then he says, oh, I've told you at our last date I have a child. I'm like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I've talked about it the whole time. Oh, I haven't listened. And then, y'all, I met the child. It was mortifying.
Story of my life.
He asked me if he could bring the child to a certain event I was having, and I met the child, and it was mortifying because we'd only been fucking. It was really disturbing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the child didn't know that you were his dick slave.
No,
They just thought you were his friend. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I was introduced as, this is my friend, but the girl was so savvy. She's like, hey,
Hey.
I know what you've been doing.
You sucking my dad's
You've
D.
had my dad's D.
By the way, we had a Sissy Squad member who posted the story about. Oh, we've got to do Sissy shout-outs. Don't forget.
Oh, fuck.
Who posted a story about finding out her son had a huge dick.
And we can't talk about it because her son's under 18.
No, he's 21. Because I said...
Oh, and then because I looked at it. Now I can talk about it. He got BDF, yo! He's got a huge fucking dick.
I was going to say, if they ain't 18, we can't mention the peen. But
now he's 21. I looked and I went, of course I'm the first to look.
Well, I appreciate some of the Sissy Squad members that were like,
post
did y'all
a
see
picture.
That? And you know what?
Those fucking dick pigs. They need it right away.
Fucking dick pig.
I mean, I'm a dick pig, but they go hard.
They do go hard. I just want to say that, yes, he is attractive. He's quite attractive. But
he was in the military for a while.
That just made me...
10 up.
Good for him, sir. I'm going to turn you down. You're a little hot.
I told you I was.
I know. I'm turning you down a little bit.
You need to turn yourself down because you're down.
I turned us both down. I just appreciated her honesty. That was a hilarious story.
It was about finding Magnum condom wrappers, and she's like, "Come on, you don't need Magnums. They slip off my dick." And they're like, "Everybody calls me the Black Mamba."
And I love that she kind of kept going on, like, his father definitely doesn't need Magnums. Girl, sometimes it skips a generation.
I love how honest we are sexually in the Sissy Squad.
It's true.
I will say there are some times where I'll look at what you guys are talking about and I'll just have to scroll on by because sometimes it's too much for me. And that's completely okay.
That's completely
Y'all, if you don't like something, just scroll on by. Scroll on by. As Dionne Warwick says, scroll. All right. Scroll on by. Scroll.
Focus.
I'm just thinking Dionne Warwick.
Okay, so y'all, let's get into this. That they start to have a talk about this.
I want to talk about how I have an idea about why Juliana doesn't understand what a prenup is.
I don't feel like we need to go to like this. They did this and they did
no,
this because it's all about this one topic.
Here's why.
I do want to talk about that at turn.
Yes, of course. I feel like I don't know if it's cultural to think about when you do get married to think about what happens if you divorce. That's like putting it's a very American thing to put a super results-oriented thing in front of you. However, Michael's not that wealthy. He's not like Aristotle Onassis or anything like that.
Ooh, Jackie O did well.
And
also to kind of piggyback on that, I was watching this. Oh God, are you having a sinus attack?
No,
again?
I'm blowing my nose.
Okay, good. Just make sure you're okay. Do you
Although it was windy today, and that's
very windy,
I'm having a problem.
I also feel like I think it's cultural. Do you think it's a bit of an age thing too? Because when you're 20, you don't think about that, but when you've been...
Well, she's already had a divorce, so she's thought about it.
But she's still young.
I more thought about it that...
Like, there's more naiveness in that.
Yeah, but a prenup implies that there's a thought in his head that their marriage won't work.
Mm-hmm.
So she took that as a sort of betrayal already in his brain. And I completely understand that.
I do too, and whereas he's seeing that, he probably thought when he was young and marrying Sarah...
They had nothing.
But he also probably thought that you would be together, I mean, forever, you know? So.
And Sarah was the one who brought up the prenup. And I don't know if producers orchestrated that or not.
I was a little shocked she did that. I feel like a producer did that.
Yeah, and I think that might have been something to stir up drama. But I'm Team Juliana, that I would not want to talk about a prenup. I wouldn't want to imagine what would happen. And then if something down the road, if I had to sign a prenup, I would. And I've said this on last week's podcast. If I had to sign the prenup, I would. And then you just go out on the yacht and you hit them with an oar. And they fall into there and they leave you all their money. Simple as that. What?
Simple as that. It's true. Don't fuck with Poodle.
Don't fuck with me. I've watched way too many true crime.
I'm going to talk about it now, but just because I love y'all. We're not sure, but our gay censors are going up. We feel like probably the attorney. First of all, this is a real attorney, y'all.
Not like all the fake attorneys
all
who
the
they've been
fucking
through.
fake attorneys and fake attorneys off. This was a real conference room with bad paintings, and this was, I'm pretty
Terrible
sure.
paintings.
I hope this attorney was a lesbian because I just wanted her.
She's missing a good chance, as my mom said.
Because nobody will take care of you like a smart lesbian.
And she said she was talking out of the side of her mouth like
a little
lesbians
bit.
do.
I loved her, but I loved her because that Juliana not only felt that she was on her side, but she was very much mentioning to Juliana that this is about her being protected as well.
Yeah, and like having what you need.
Having what you need. It's not about, and I think maybe this is the first time that Juliana has, in coming here, was thinking about like just in herself in that way. So props to the attorney for that. And then that kind of, we really got deep into Juliana of like her own.
She wanted to be independent.
She didn't want to talk about the prenup because she felt shameful about talking about money.
Yep.
Because she didn't have any
Cultural.
now.
Yeah.
And so, but I think a lot of people don't talk about money just because they have the shame about their money situation. Y'all, if you let that go.
And I was taught as a child that talking about money was dirty. And now as an independent contractor, that's the first thing I ask for.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really important for me.
Y'all,
to say, this is what I need. Money is how the world goes round. And this is transactional.
That's one of the Southern things that I don't agree with.
No, I agree.
You got to talk about money. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say that I really liked how Juliana took from that she wants to be independent with her money as well.
Yeah, because, you find out that they were in a fight, and at least for the way it was explained from her perspective, we didn't hear from
he broke
Mike
up
at
with
all.
her.
But he just broke up with her out of the blue. So
and she felt like a loser.
It did give me empathy in that here she is. This was kind of a theme in all of the stories about how the people that came here can't work for themselves and are totally dependent on these people.
No one can work for 90 days.
So I think we forget that even though but Juliana cannot
Poor
work.
St. John is dependent on fucking Tania. Can you imagine depending on Tania?
Sasha,
y'all?
they all are. Boy, he's going to be broke.
Depending on Emily?
You know Missy's paying for his fucking food. But so this idea, though, that he could break up with her out of the blue.
Yep.
What if she moved to this country and then 2 years from now
He decided he didn't want her.
Because here's the deal, and I know this because Poodle's been in this situation. When you're the young thing with an older man, you know there's always going to be another young thing.
What are you talking about? That's been done to me?
Well, no, you've been with older men.
Yeah.
And
are you saying someone's chosen a newer, younger thing over me?
This was a bad example, but I'm just saying, isn't there that underlying fear that somebody else younger could come along and take your place?
No. No, there's not. I'm going to ask you to choose a new example. The next thing is Emily and Sasha, y'all.
I think that is about it for them. Anyway, that's about it. Let's go
on to Emily and Sasha. I'm not talking about youth.
Again, though, they had an issue with him being able to work and all that too. So
it's true. So they arrive at the airport, and Emily's mom and Savage sister, y'all.
Betsy.
We've already seen Betsy Savage. They even said, we don't care about him. We only want to see the baby.
Betsy gives no fucks already. She just
even
wants
mom is savage.
She just wants to see that nephew. That fat, cute baby.
So, y'all, the baby's huge. His eyes are huge.
He is cute,
He's a cute baby.
He's a really cute baby.
So, they're even saying, Sasha shows up, looks at the mom and says, "Oh, hello, Mom. I cannot wait to talk to you." And he's saying, Mom looks great. Why? Because Mom is thinner than Betsy.
Uh-huh.
So he immediately judges Betsy's weight.
We already saw, y'all, the Sissy squad is already...
Y'all, you are stirred up like a hornet's nest.
We watched that, and Jake said, "Ooh, this is the wrong
the
group."
Squad is going to be fired up.
Which it
y'all,
was fucked up.
Our squad's going to come for you. Anyway,
it was not. We'll talk about this later. There's some things that I might be on the other end. There actually are some things that I really sympathize with Sasha in this episode.
I agree,
But when it comes to this, because I get it, he's Russian. They're fucking blunt.
He was edited to be the villain in this episode.
I think there was the editing, but he is. That's just Russian. They're blunt.
In fact, right now, I'm going to go get a drink because I've just seen a guest come in the door, and it is it's my cousin. It's my cousin who I just found out recently, my Ukrainian cousin, Olga Pudlskaya. And I'm going to go get a drink and take a break, and she's going to take over with this part about Sasha and Emily.
Lena, this is your fault.
I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, here's Olga.
Oh, hi, Olga. Good to see you. Is that a new streak in your hair?
Hello. How are you?
Your hair looks very good.
Oh, thank you.
I love that bilateral cut. That works for you.
Rich man pay for me.
What are you doing here?
You know, I come to talk about. I just dropped by. Poodle says he go get a drink, but he really get antibiotic for chlamydia.
Oh.
And I'm here to talk about. Poodle say we want to talk about Sasha and Russian men, and I'm Ukrainian, but I know all about. It's similar.
You had a lot of Russian dick?
You must have this many dick to ride this ride.
Oh.
So I've been there. So Sasha have problem.
Yeah.
He a Russian man, and he have problem because he want to make Emily lose weight quickly. His sister-in-law, what's her name? Betsy. That's such an American name, Betsy. Can you imagine saying it, Betsy? Oh, Betsy fat cow. We're not going to do with that.
Now, did you enjoy the cereal that they ate?
Oh, what is it? No. We don't eat cereal in Ukraine. I eat actual bowl of wheat. Not shredded wheat with sugar. I eat a bowl of wheat. That's what they're for me.
You pick it from the farm?
I pick it from farm behind me. And you know what? And then I have a bowl of wheat, and then later on I go have very expensive lunch with Richman because he buy me caviar.
Oh.
And we have Bellinis and caviar. And then, anywho, where am I? Where am I?
So do you think Sasha was in the wrong for, I mean, because
No,
he fat shamed her. That's not appropriate.
She must get in great shape. Because she, American woman, she has to be pretty. She has Fendi handbag. She is out to perform. She has blonde hair. She is beautiful. And she must lose weight as soon as possible. That's the Ukrainian way. I see nothing wrong with it. Okay. You American, you take everything easy. She must lose baby weight. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But what kind of hard things did you have to deal with? As a Ukrainian woman,
I never carried baby to term, but I have at least, let's say, I have let several go in the course of my life. Not that I want none. you know, when I was Boris Yeltsin prostitute. Well, that's what we say that is a nice name in Ukraine. When I was Boris Yeltsin friend. we have good time, and then so I might have had baby at time, but I lose baby weight really quickly. I lose baby weight within at least 3 weeks.
How do you lose baby weight?
You run around in circle.
Oh,
and you not eat. It's simple.
Oh, there you go.
Or sometimes you wait in bread line for 3 weeks. It happens.
You're just hungry.
Or you maybe, or you fuck, or you sit around and the guy fuck you for 3 nights straight.
Well, that's
try not to eat nothing. Anyway, I think Emily in wrong here. She need to lose baby weight so Sasha can love her again. Anyway, this has been Senior Russia / Ukraine correspondent Olga Pudlskaya, because Poodle coming back with drink. I see you. Do svidanya.
Well, everybody, I just want to say the views of Poodle Skaya do not reflect the show of 90 Day
Wait,
Fiancé.
y'all, that was rough.
90 Day Gay.
She was nasty.
So, boy,
To
she
be on
smelled
the
like
record,
cigarettes.
to be on the
Just
record,
cigarettes.
to be on the record, I smelled that the
I mean, it
whole
was
way
so
going out.
strong.
To be on the record, unlike Olga, my cousin, I do not believe. Fuck 23andMe for giving me Olga.
Fuck 23.
She's here now.
She's here now.
I contacted her. I didn't know she was going to show up.
She just showed the fuck up.
Anyway, y'all, I disagree with Olga. I don't think Emily should be forced to lose all of her fucking baby weight. I don't think that Sasha should, overrule
I think it's
her.
a little bit of a scripted thing because to add to that, well, first of all, Betsy, y'all, we saw it on TV where he fucking fat shamed Betsy, and that bitch will
She
never
wasn't
like
having
him.
it.
She will do everything in her power to kill you.
Yeah.
And it will happen. But a little bit with
She's coming after him.
So just switching a little bit with this, although I will say, I think I do sympathize with Betsy and Sasha too, because not Sasha, Betsy and Emily, with Sasha criticizing their food. Y'all, welcome to living with Jake Anthony. Because it would be like breakfast.
I'm quite the food shamer.
Jay.
Well, no, he will get this fucking food that he thinks is
Gross-
healthy and it's not.
Grocery shopping with him is like, oh, I could go get a bowl of quinoa. And he would say, oh, quinoa. Well,
No.
That's the wrong type of quinoa. You really need to get the kind that's like grown in Colombia, because South American quinoa.
This
is
motherfucker doesn't know how to shop.
It is. And it is. You know what? I did learn a lot after I drank my shame away. But what do you think about the whole? So they're working out in the gym. This is where I kind of started to sympathize with him in that, like, she's coming at Sasha saying
It's still postpartum. It's still postpartum.
Yeah, I think that
it's
too.
still this weird, not weird, because like the hormones are raging in her body, y'all.
Yeah.
And
well, no, but it's been a long. The baby's over 6 months old.
Postpartum is long.
It can't be long.
It can be up to a year old.
I mean, possibly. I think that
Someone come at us. I'm not sure of my statistics. I just know that my friends who've had postpartum, it's at least 6 months.
It's not that I'm not advocating postpartum if she has it.
Yeah.
I kind of think this might be more of her character.
It could be.
Because I don't think Emily's really worked hard for anything.
No.
So
this
idea of coming at Sasha of like, are you going to work hard? Are you going to take care of the baby? Are you going to be a provider? I get why she's coming from that, but also he is coming from it. The only thing I think he feels like he has to offer is his body. Like, he's got to work out. This is how he wants to provide.
I feel like all these questions are coming from the producers.
I think so too.
That's the way it felt to me, because they needed some kind of confrontation to happen. And Sasha, instead of handling it reasonably, handled it in a way like, so coquette, so what?
I mean, we saw his mom in this. He obviously has this obsession with. It's not. I don't think of it in its body. It's being a fitness. How many times did he say be fitness model?
Yeah.
In America,
and she reiterated, I don't want to be your third divorce. And to throw that in his face again and again is, if they've talked about it enough, like, it shouldn't be something that she says on camera. I don't want to be your third divorce.
Especially when we haven't seen anything to give her that. I will say. Now, maybe he's not super. Now he's in his iPad and shit like that. But I just thought it was producer bullshit.
I agree. At the same time, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Sure.
To Miss Angela.
Michael.
Okay.
I'm going to say something that may be controversial.
Okay.
As you would say. I've got to give it to Angela that I think she had one of the best conversations with her grandchildren about what it's going to be like when someone comes into a house and boundaries. We have had very few people talk about that with their children this way on this show.
I've got to agree with you. The only thing I took issue with was when they were going to call him Pop Pop or Papa. which is fucked up a little
That's
bit.
a little fucked up. And the fact that
But-
she thinks he's going to be a stepfather to Skylar. No, they're
She's
not.
installing. Even her mother is like, "Fuck no."
No, Grandma was like, hell
Grandma,
no.
and we've talked about, y'all. We don't know what that thing is on Grandma's
But
face.
she's going through cancer.
She's going through cancer. I'm going to refuse to comment because everything in me wants to.
You know what? I will say it's hard because it's hard not to say anything about the mom because we don't want to make fun of her cancer. I think cancer aside, she just seems as loony as Angela.
Yeah, she's a tough bitch.
So like that's why. But because she's going through a bad disease right now, we're gonna let her be.
We're gonna give her a pass.
But if she gets healed up and that shit gets in remission,
It's open season. Knives out.
although I think they might have said
She's
it's
probably gonna
terminal.
die.
Oh,
She's
that's
gonna
hard.
die.
That's
She's
hard.
gonna die.
But anyway, Angela gives them
She's
the like
putting in her doorknob.
too, and that like I agree that like Angela doesn't the fact that the kids aren't going to be sleeping in the bed with this man that they've never met. Good for Angela. I was
I
shocked
agree.
by it. It was great.
It was more reasonable than it ever had been.
And way more than a lot of other people we've seen on this
Yeah.
show that just threw people in with their kids.
I agree.
Anyway, good on her.
We should probably talk about the JoJo Sawa poster that's in Angela's house. Eat, dance, repeat.
Y'all, it is Eat, Sleep, Dance.
Oh, sorry. Eat. Oh, you're right.
Eat, Sleep, Dance. Y'all, this brings back something important. First of all, if Angela's a dance grandma, we need to see it. And y'all, the reason why Poodle and I got together and started talking about TV shows
We never
is
got together.
it's fine. Nobody's thinking
No.
I fucked you.
Oh,
But-
that would never. I would fuck you.
Oh, please.
Yes.
Please. You would, oh, please.
No, you'd beg for it.
Yeah, I'd beg for a swift and quick death. Just slip my, just risk, get that
Bleed
artery.
out.
But anyway, Dance Moms is maybe one of our favorite shows of all time.
It's a good show.
And maybe we'll do some of those in the Bi Curious episodes.
Maybe.
Because
I think it's done now.
Y'all, if y'all know somebody at TLC and they want to bring back Dance Moms, get the fuck ready.
Please.
We
We
are
would be right
recapping
there.
that show.
Anyway, so Angela's saying like, Papa, Michael's in charge, and Skylar's like, he ain't in charge of me, and like Meemaw is like, nope, not gonna happen.
Not me. And then I just want to reiterate for people, if you've ever gone to Goodwill and you think, who buys all the furniture that they sell in Goodwill? Now
It's
you
Angela,
know,
y'all.
because look, she's got ugly couches. She's got church chairs,
Yeah.
like metal.
She's got a still, y'all. Like I
Y'all.
said, every time there's single curtain panels as decoration.
And I know Angela's not rich, so we're not making fun of poverty here. We're making fun of that. It looks like shit.
It's
There's
the
like posters
aesthetic.
on the wall.
It's the aesthetic in general.
Anyway, but the kids look happy. I guess that's all that matters.
So, y'all, the next thing is
she's shaking it off.
we going wedding dressing hunting.
We going wedding dressing.
Skyla and Angela are looking for wedding dresses.
We got a truth bomb. Angela's only been married one time before.
I was
shocked.
Shocked.
Oh, we're only 37 minutes in. We're good. You guys?
I'm watching this to wrap up for the commercial.
Oh, we forgot about that.
I'm doing. That's why I was signaling you like a goddamn
I didn't
semaphore.
know. Maybe we should have.
God damn it!
Maybe
you
we should
don't
have
know
a si-
shit.
Y'all, we're gonna try to like take a pause before commercials to let you know.
And
so that
I'm
way it doesn't-
trying to help you, but you won't let me.
Well, maybe we do that right now then.
No,
since
we're
we
going to
just-
do that when we
we'll
finish
co-
Angela, you piece of shit.
Okay, fine. I just think we're kind
oh
of
my
in the.
God,
we're
I'm
kind
going
of
to
in the-
fucking kill you.
We're kind of in the middle of the show.
We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
to Angela. Oh, this is so stupid. We shouldn't give away what we're doing.
What?
Anyway, let's go on. I'm so annoyed right now. So
We
anyway,
didn't think of a signal.
oh, I hate you. So we meet Renee.
Renee.
Y'all, Renee's got bangs that would launch 1,000 ships.
Uh-huh.
And I put, she's got sensible Southern foundation.
That is pancaked on. She's wearing like, come at me, y'all, if y'all know what fashion fair is.
Sensible Southern
That's
foundation.
some
Pancake.
big foundation.
Lots of eye makeup. She's got feathered hair to beat the band. Anyway, and I wrote finally that it was sweet watching Angela try on wedding dresses.
It was.
Now,
That Renee reminded me of Jill, or not Jill, this woman at Beans Western Wear.
we can't talk about Beans Western Wear. We will never take a break.
I'm just saying.
All right. Anyway,
I
wrote
thought it was,
Renee has seen it all.
She's seen it all. I thought that was touching as well, and actually, I thought Angela looked great. I
did.
like that wedding dress.
It was a little lacy for me in the front. I would have liked something that covered her up a little bit more.
She's showing off them girls.
Two piglets, y'all.
She's
got two piglets.
That's why Michael likes her, because he's a
tit man.
He's a tit man, and she's a dick pig, and they're going to be happy together. I mean, that's why she put that lock on the door, because she's going to get
she's gonna
freaky
get
on that
freaky-deaky.
dick. There's going to be underwear,
and they're gonna and
body
the reason why
that they have it.
The reason why she put a lock on there is she might be screaming, and she tells the girls that's like a sock on the door.
Uh-huh.
If this room is rocking, don't come and knock.
Yeah, exactly. Michael.
With that, y'all, we're going to take a break. We're going to take an Angela break.
All right,
we'll
y'all.
see you in a bit, y'all.
Welcome back, y'all. That was such a good transition. That was so easy. Thank you, Poodle, for doing that. I appreciate that so much.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
I was so y'all
because I'm dying.
We thank y'all. We're going to try to be. Jackie told us
we're going to try to be better.
She said one note. You're in the middle of a conversation, then all of a sudden I'm hearing about Hawthorne.
I have been saying that, but anyway. Let's move on. I can only say I'm right 3 times a day. So let's move on to Mike.
That's a lie.
Mike and Natalie.
Mike and Natalie. This is really our breakdown of the episode. Of the like someone who had a breakdown. Crazy.
I would like before I do this. I see Olga
God.
She's just kind of like waiting
the
door.
Cigarettes.
Hold on. I'm just gonna get one more drink.
Oh,
and
God.
Olga may have a little bit to say about this Russian-Ukrainian business. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Hi, Olga.
I'm back again.
Yeah, look, I could still smell cigarettes in the hallway. So where were you doing in the hall?
I was talking to his poodle neighbor. He looked like he have expensive car, so I was asking he want to take me out on date.
Oh.
Says he only date men.
Oh.
He hasn't had Olga. You know what I'm talking about, right? He no have Olga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You have magic pussy?
I will say this. My pussy is completely acceptable.
Okay, yeah.
More than acceptable. Mm-hmm. I will say pussy fine enough for Jeffrey Epstein, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right? We know who, in America, you know who Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, we do.
You know who Jeffrey Epstein?
So you're freaky deaky. Is that what you're saying, Olga?
You could say that. He want me to dress his 15-year-old girl, and I do whatever they say.
What do you think about the situation going on?
What? Anyway, who?
What do you think about?
Is this thing on?
What we're talking about, Mike and Natalie. What do you think about
Natalie? Natalie is basic Ukrainian girl. Natalie is so worried about God and everything like that. No, most Ukrainian girls only have one God. That is money. You get money from American men or from Russian businessmen. I want to pray to God. Blah, blah. You know what God give you?
What does God give you?
God give you nothing but guilt and a rash on pussy.
Oh.
That's what Olga happened. Olga spent way too much time in Catholic church. None fucking her with crucifix.
Okay.
That happened too.
Wow.
Sorry, it's no holds barred, Olga.
Olga, you got deep.
Anywho, so I watched the episode too, and Olga basically, Olga said that Natalie, she only wants Michael to be baptized. Fuck this shit. One, just go out and marry him. Then you take all his money. Then, as I once heard someone else tell you, then they sign a prenup, and then you go out on the boat, and then you hit him with his oar, and you push him off, and you get all his money.
Oh, so that's a family value.
Yes, someone told me that once.
No, well, it's poodle. So
Poodle grandmother tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Poodleskaya grandmother tell me.
Oh, okay. So just what you grew up.
Wait, someone else says that?
Poodle says that.
No, good family value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
We know what to do. Yeah. We know how to take care of ourselves.
You do.
In this world.
Well,
anyway, so she like God. They're in church. She's like kissing, sucking Jesus' dick. I don't know. It's, sometimes Ukrainian girl like this, she's very provincial. This Natalie. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. She's stupid.
Do you want to go have another cigarette in the hall? I think I hear somebody with a BMW that just pulled up.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, you know what? I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I got work to do.
All right, bye, Olga.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Well, again, the views of Olga do not reflect the 90-day gays.
Oh, God, what'd she say now? What did she say?
You don't want to know. We're not repeating that.
Oh, Olga.
It's all I can do.
I can't.
I hope ACAST doesn't edit it out. Fuck.
Olga's views are not my views either.
Boy.
Even though we're related.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, this was a whole fucking mess.
Well, she did call Natalie basic. And I don't think Natalie's basic, but I think that Natalie is like...
No, she's a fucking mess, though.
I think she's like OCD. There's something that life has to be perfect for her. And honestly, the best thing Natalie needs to do is move the fuck away from her mother.
I agree, because the mom is making her like...
Her mom, that was like, at first it was funny, but seeing how her mom was going on and on and on at her,
yep.
That was not healthy.
I agree.
At all. And yeah, Mike believes in aliens.
Okay, y'all. My favorite part was when he talked about... Well, who can explain why there are pyramids everywhere? Because it's a very ergonomic way to build buildings with fewer building supplies.
Maybe.
He's watched way too many Ancient Aliens on Discovery. It's pissing me off.
I just feel like she wants him to be baptized, to raise her children. Like, she's worried about everything, like future thinking. And I get that there's a cultural thing that we're not privy to and experience, but at the same time, this is for anybody out there. Like, we put these qualifiers on what people in a relationship need to be instead of just seeing people where they are. Because Mike, I imagine, probably would be a really fucking good dad.
I agree, but I want to talk about something just from when I was raised. If you're super religious and Christian, you're not supposed to believe the person you're going to be with is going to change. Like, to convert them.
Yeah.
Like, this should have been talked about a long time ago.
Yeah, it should have been talked about a long. But yeah, I bet she was trying to wait till I bet she was so nervous. Like, yeah, bring it up, or he break up with me. I wait till he come over.
That's a terrible accent.
Talk to him. Yours is great.
What do you mean me?
Oh, I mean,
no, talk about Olga.
Yeah, Olga's is fantastic.
Yeah,
but don't you think? I think there's not in a trap him way, but she wants to get him bought in because she's probably so scared of. Because you know what? She talks about that she went to church and everything with her ex-husband. Yeah, that went well. She said he was just fucking abusive.
Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about this, except this is not going to turn out well. This is not going to go well. She's too wounded. Something is wrong, and she needs therapy.
The best thing I think
the
to happen...
ex-husband fucked her up.
Yeah, the best thing to happen to Mike is...
Which upsets me because I like her.
I like her too, but I think Mike needs to get abducted by some aliens, and he and Bojangles just need to go get fucking high. That's the best thing to happen to
I
him.
agree because it's not good.
What would Bojangles say about this?
You need to go fuck Olga.
Oh, yeah.
I like to give me a piece of Olga.
Bojangles is into freaky deaky shit.
Bojangles is into like fisting and like thumbing, y'all.
I don't even know.
I don't know what thumbing is.
I don't even know
I
what
just made up
thumbing is.
thumbing. That's when you take your thumb and you put it in like the urethra or something. Is that a thing?
That is disgusting. That sounds painful. Why would someone do that?
I just guess. I don't even know.
Why? And why do you sound like you have asthma?
I'm coughing because I've done too many voices tonight. Wow. And also my allergies are crazy. Anyway, let's
go
move
make
on.
some tea.
Let's move on to Anna. Because this shit hit the fan in this episode.
It really did.
And I must say, I have been hating on her. I still don't love her.
She read you.
But she read me this episode.
She showed you. I mean,
she
just
showed me who she was.
You.
So we're at the Bachelorette, y'all.
In
a trashy tiki bar.
Oh, please. We would have been in that bar.
It's trashy. It's fine.
I love all of Anna's friends.
Yeah, they're great.
They're
reading her. They're calling her out.
They're ride or die bitches. Lisa with her black French manicure.
Oh.
Y'all, with her and her tattoos, y'all.
She's got her tats. She's got her like her.
Like I said, the black y'all. That bitch gives no fucks.
No, and she is queen of confrontation.
I loved her. Loved her. She full on goes in. Does he go down on you?
Oh yeah,
y'all. These are a bunch of.
No, I don't. She doesn't like that.
You know who this is? This is such a representation. This is our sissy squad. This is some dick pig, truth-talking women, and I'm here for it.
There was a whole post on, come at me if you don't like being gone down on.
We had a post on that?
Yes, the sissy squad.
I missed that. Well, this really is, because Anna doesn't like it.
And y'all, here's the thing. I was looking at that today, and I was like, okay, this is a lot. But you know what?
I love it.
But you know what? I'm saying sex positivity, do what you need to. And if you have a problem with, I think I read this, it was early in the morning. And I was like, but if you have a problem with it, you just scroll on. And we all scroll on again. And we all scroll on. Y'all just keep scrolling.
I love it when y'all talk about...
Because there's something else you'll like.
I love it when we talk about vagina stuff because I know nothing about it, so it's information for me.
Well, I don't have a problem with it, but remember that the squad is for everybody.
Oh,
and
no.
it's for straight men.
No.
It's for that's what I'm saying. It is for... And if you don't like it, just keep scrolling.
Straight men are getting tips.
Yeah, but you may not want to know that your husband doesn't know where the clit is.
Well, maybe the husband's not in the squad.
But... Yeah, but I'm just saying.
The more you know, the more you hoe. Hey.
Anyway, going back to Anna, they're
Anna
doing shot.
Anna says Marcel has an ample penis, which made us gross out. But then she
that
says,
breaks all the BDF rules, y'all. Breaks all the BDF rules.
If your husband actively pisses on the toilet seat and doesn't wipe it up,
tell him.
That's a fucking red flag. You know why? Because that's a metaphor.
Yeah, for your marriage.
That's a metaphor for how you are treated and people respect you.
You gotta housebreak your husband like a fucking beagle.
If they're pissing on that toilet seat, they're pissing on you.
Amen.
Fucking break that shit. You all right? Will you stop if you get some tea?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just a little... So, anyway, Anna's friends, I wrote down, Anna's friends are all dick pigs, which is great.
And Adelisa's fucking drunk out of her mind. Y'all, I posted that picture. In that confessional, her like shawl is half off of her shoulder.
I wrote down, this bitch has had a busy day at work.
She did.
And she's an office manager at a nuclear power plant. And she's just making it through the day.
She's just like waiting, when are we going to White Castle? because I am hungry. That's what Annalisa wants.
I've had 4 White Claws.
Yeah,
and I'm exhausted.
She is fucking ready for it. I loved her.
Her eyes are already crossed. I will say, then I don't know if you noticed this. We got to a later part. They had to blur their lapels because they all had penises on them.
Yes, at one point Anna was holding the dick water gun, and they just blurred it. And they're having
I love bachelorette parties.
They're
y'all.
having this serious conversation about Marcel while she's holding the dick gun because y'all, they weren't here for this. Finally, Anna stands up about her kids.
And she spills that Marcel isn't going to tell his family about her children,
and she talks to him about it. I mean,
and they're like, "No, fuck no, no, bitch, no," and she's like, "You're right."
Those are good friends.
I agree.
The only thing. The only thing I didn't really love when she talked to Marcel is that she kept saying
the confrontation. Yeah,
my friends and my family.
Yeah, she wouldn't own up to it herself.
Which I wanted her to be like, "This is not okay for me."
No,
but
I
that's
get it.
okay because sometimes we have to use our friends' strength to become our own strength. So I don't mean that in a judging way.
No, but God, that's therapist talk.
But you know what? It's true. I used to have clients that would sometimes
as a therapist.
They would say yes. They would say I feel hopeless, and I would say borrow my hope, take it.
As a therapist, I say ...
Yeah.
Drink, y'all. Every time that we say that,
I'm proud of it. I'm going to keep. You can shade me all you want,
I'm
and
not
you're going to
shading
be
you.
drunk. It's true though.
Anyway,
those were good friends.
So Marcel is basically like, "Nope, I'm not going to do it. Nope. Come on, Anna, marry me, Anna."
And you know what?
He has become a lot less fun, y'all. I'm just gonna say
he has. We've really
I can't even
thought
do my fucking Marcel impression anymore because it's not even fun.
I really thought that. Just look. Sometimes your parents are going to be mad at you, and it's like empathy. He's like saying they're not going to talk to him for life, but at the same time, like you chose to. Just as an equal,
you moved to the U.S.
to marry someone, so it's not like
you're getting a new family.
It's not like deciding if you're going to go to Western Sizzlin' or Sizzlin' Sirloin, and you don't want to tell your
Sirloin.
It's another restaurant.
I have never heard of.
We had Western Sizzlin' Sirloin,
or Sizzler.
Or no, we had Western Sizzlin', and then we had the Sirloin Stockade.
Stop!
And then we had Ryan's. And you know what? Ryan's is closed.
You had 3 steakhouses?
Yes, Texas, Oklahoma.
That is trashy.
And you know what? Western Sizzlin' closed. Ryan's closed. Sirloin Stockade's still open.
I think Sirloin Stockade must have been a local business.
I know. Well, it's still there. My Uncle Steve worked there.
Ryan's is closed.
My Uncle Steve worked there as a kid. And then my friend Lori worked there, all in high school.
Who knew?
Anyway.
Actually, I knew because it all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
So she confronts Marcel and says, you got to tell your family about my boys.
Because your parents sometimes, y'all, if you're 40 years old and you're still scared of your parents, you might want to process that.
Agreed.
That is a gift of being gay. We had to, in coming out.
It's true.
You have to,
I'm not afraid of my parents anymore.
You had to deal with the realization that you might tell your parents something and they might disown you.
Right.
And you come out on the other end of that and realize, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
We all got to come out.
Yeah, Marcel had to come out, and he did not like it.
And, I mean, this is kind of this
has been a big deal for her, y'all. This is a huge watershed for Anna.
Such a kid.
Ugh,
when he came back in the bedroom and he's like, Anna, Mary, please, and tries to hug her, and I'm like,
it's like, Anna, buy me Legos.
This is her children, and you're being a selfish dick. Mm-hmm. I didn't like it.
I hate him. I'm so glad she stood up for herself. I'm so glad. And that's all I have, and it makes me sad that I have to continue to 2 of the most disgusting people on the planet. And that's Robert and Annie.
You gotta take medicine tonight.
I'm fine.
You literally sound like a paraplegic or like
asthmatic.
Yes,
I do. It's this pollen.
Y'all, I get worried when he gets like this because this is how the coma started.
Okay, we're gonna tell the coma story later.
Anyway, I loved Annie's blouse, I have to say. She looked gorgeous.
That was the one thing we liked.
Until she opened her mouth, she looked gorgeous.
Oh, God, they're
But
so
that was
awful.
a beautiful blouse.
They're so awful, y'all. They're the worst people.
They're both horrible for
Yeah.
each other. But
And
again,
they're touring. So Bryson is kicking him in his sleep, and she's kicking Annie, and he's kicking Annie.
it's y'all, we're not judging parents, but I feel like I told Poodle, if I did that, my dad would have beat my ass.
Just smacked you in the face.
But do we let kids just kick us in the bedroom, parents, or are we? I don't see
You
Jackie
gotta have some discipline.
I don't see Jackie putting up with that shit.
Jackie Weissman?
Mama needs her sleep.
No, I guarantee you, Jackie does not sleep with Mike.
I mean, they don't spank their kids, and that's fine if you don't. We're not getting to that conversation. But
Jackie, come at
I
us.
feel like
Would you ever let Mike sleep with you?
no, I can let kids sleep with them. But would you let your kid just kick you like that?
No.
It wasn't like the kid was sleeping and like moving in the night.
No, he was fucking kicking
actively kicking. Anyway, y'all, mothers,
I
fathers,
wrote nope.
mothers and fathers, come at us. Let us know.
I'd also like to say that we meet with the realtor, and I wrote this poor realtor,
Andrea.
who looks like she's the sister of the girl from the tuck shop, Tip Top Tucks, from Anna.
She does. Y'all, she just wants a commission, and here she's, and you know, realtors don't make a lot of money from selling rental apartments anyway.
Especially apartments,
So y'all
yeah.
know she's fucking hustling. She, again, got a thing from TLC, and she thought, this is when I'm finally going to get on Love It or List It. Like, she feels like it's our time.
And then she shows up, and Robert and Annie are there, and they're like dumbasses.
He's like, oh, we looking for an apartment.
Hey, what are you going to do?
We want your apartment.
And she's like, there's a farmer's market across the way. They're like, Woody, I could buy a farmer?
Farmer, yeah. And Annie's like, I need a bedroom.
What do you mean?
I want to be naked so I can do some freaky deaky shit
And I can have my own room.
I want to show him that I can slice a banana with my vagina.
I have not had sex for 7 days.
7 days, I am like...
So basically, y'all, we all know the answer to this. Robert, there's no way he can afford this.
$1,700 for an Uber driver is a lot of fucking money.
Also, though, $1,700 for a 2-bedroom apartment is amazing. Now, this is Los Angeles.
That's pretty great.
I'm thinking.
No, people pay $2,000
I will
for
tell
a
you what I pay
one-bedroom.
for my apartment.
I don't pay
For my
$2,000
one-bedroom.
for a one.
I don't pay for that.
I'm rent, but no, people now in my building pay $2,000.
Of course they do. Someone in my building pays $1,900.
Yeah,
for a 1-bedroom.
Y'all, we got here 9 years ago in our place. We're fucking rent controlled, staying
Exactly.
forever. But yeah, it was
Try to get me out.
I
I don't mean that, landlord. If you're listening, don't try to get me out.
I'm gonna say something again. This is for the second time saying something controversial.
for me.
that I never thought I would say. I agree with Annie. And that Robert promised her he was going to move to an apartment. Why would you sign the lease on your apartment,
Agreed.
not tell her, and go look at apartments, and then in the middle of saying, oh, yeah, we signed a year lease. I can't get out of there. I got to pay so much money.
First of all, there is no way that any of these apartments are unlisted, how much they are a month. That's not happening. For Zillow and everything these days.
So there's a little bit of producer shit in here.
Yeah. It's obvious that this was, but the fact that he said, no, I've signed a 1-year lease. And I'll guarantee you that fucker is month to month. I guarantee you he's month to month.
No, maybe some of those places you can't even do month to month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck
You couldn't
that
do.
shit.
Remember, you couldn't do that in Texas. Remember, your
That's
lease
true.
would end,
Had to be a year.
and you do a year. Here in LA, they do month to month because it's like code. So, and then though,
And Annie has the best line. What's the lease?
what's the lease? And then the girl, Andrea tells her
it's like Andrea
tells her
Juliana.
in
What's
Spanish.
the
She was like,
prenush?
contracto. You're using a contract.
She's like,
and then,
oh, fuck.
And Annie makes that face that like somebody just farted. You know that face like, that's the.
Annie's got a good stank face.
She's got a good stank face. But then again, a lot of this is on Robert because he jumps in like, hey, I can't give you this apartment. You want this apartment? I'm gonna give you this buku wedding. All this shit.
Buku
Here you go.
is his
This is a
favorite
red
word.
flag. The thing is that Annie is self-centered and Robert's just fucking dumb.
It's awful.
He's so dumb. Like, I bet you he is the worst person to talk about, like, politics with because he can't see the other side of a coin.
He's so stupid. He's so stupid.
Dumb.
I agree.
Yeah, the real Andrea, bless her heart, they were talking, her eyes just kind of glassed over.
Yeah. They were just arguing in front of him.
And Robert said finally, "Do you love me or do you love the apartment?" And I don't know if any of y'all saw this, but in our screen, we had a little bit of static. And then Annie just says, "The apartment, you fucking numbnut. The apartment."
I thought
her accent dropped and everything. She's
thought
actually British.
You don't want to hear the answer
like, the
to that.
apartment. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to hear the answer to that, Robert, because
that's all I've got of those two. This was a good episode, but it was a shit
episode.
show.
I loved it. I was here for it.
Where are we in our Sissy shoutouts? What letter? I know I did H and J.
This is why.
And so you did I and... You did G and I. So our last one was J.
Are you sure?
I think.
This is why we have to email Alyssa these. Because she will remember.
We can't remember shit, y'all. I think the last thing was J. So we need to do K and L.
K and L. Okay. K and L. Are you going to do K or are you going to do...
I'll do
y'all,
K.
I'm glad we planned this out.
I'll do K. I got it.
All right, you do L.
I said I'd do K, you bitch. What did I just say?
I'll do L.
Unwax your ears, you fucker.
All right, well, you're first. Go.
All right. This shout out goes to Emily K. Rhymes with Frimmel. Emily K. Rhymes with Mimmel?
Mimmel?
Limmel?
Limmel?
Kimmel?
Kimmel?
Oh, that's her actual name. Sorry. Her name's Emily Kimmel.
Jesus.
Sorry. Y'all, Emily, I've known Emily for years, and what we don't know is that Emily operates a very secret dwarf trafficking system.
Oh.
She like more elves, really.
I think they're called little people now.
These are actual elves.
These are like
though.
magical creatures.
Yeah.
So not okay. So
She sells elves. She sells elves
like
on the
Lord
black
of the
market.
Rings shit.
Yes.
Okay.
With the long ears like Dobby.
Oh, okay.
That's the only Harry Potter thing I know. And like she makes sure that like the richest of the rich get that, and she's like, "So what? What am I going to charge you for this time? This one's worth $15,000."
Oh, she's from Long Island?
Let's say so.
Jersey.
So, Emily, and what people don't know is the elves actually will kill the people in there and bring Emily the money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just works like that.
Wow.
And strangely enough, Emily is a fucking godfather because she's very Italian.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So everyone gets served the way the elves kill people are they give them poison lasagna.
Oh, okay.
So that's Emily.
You had lasagna tonight, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily, look at that. All right. Well, since I'm L, right?
You are L.
I'm going to do our sissy shout out for is Lisa. Rhymes with Faye, as in the way Poodle and I run.
Gay. Lisa Gray.
It rhymes with gay.
Okay.
Lisa Gay. But we could have used her for K as well.
Oh.
Gives you a hint on her last name. Anyway, y'all, she lives in Atlanta. Oh, she is from Charlotte originally.
I love it how you just lead people right to their doors.
No,
I just try to make...
You just said her name, so fuck off.
Fair.
Anyway, y'all, she's a teacher, and teachers shout out to our teacher.
Shout out
warriors.
to our teachers, warriors.
But she's a
Sissy salute.
Sissy
now,
salute.
see, I'm using that now just to come back. I'm using that in the right way.
I used it too.
No, you did it like 3 times to salute a person, not a profession.
We could salute a person.
You did it the wrong way. No.
You know what? People
I'm
picked
coming
it
at
up
it.
and started using it, so it worked.
Well, you did it 4 times.
We even got a review that said Sissy salute.
I know, and I did not
But
like
how about
it.
I talk to my Sissy shout out? Because that's what. So Lisa K. God damn it, Lisa Faye. K. God damn it, Lisa K. Anyway.
Fuck. Oh, well.
Oh well. It's out.
Sorry.
Y'all,
Sorry. If someone sends you a pipe bomb, it's not our
it's
fault.
awful. She's a teacher, but a lot of people don't know that actually she works for an underground organization as well. And when I say underground, they are literally underground.
Oh.
Like in Little House on the Prairie, they build half of their houses in the sod. And she is known as the meme queen.
Oh,
and
okay.
she makes memes after memes after memes that actually attacks what is it called? I forget. Fathers who leave their children.
Deadbeat dads?
Deadbeat dads. She makes memes to collect the child payment for them.
Child support.
Child support
Oh,
for them.
okay.
That's her memes. And also,
This is strangely well-meaning.
I know she's a very, very influential person, and also she is known in her community as not only the meme queen, but she is known as the girl that sucked the most dicks her senior year of high school.
There we go.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry, Lisa. Sorry that ended in a really crass
Well,
way.
they called her Lisa Lick a Lot of Dicks.
Lisa lick a lot of dicks.
Lisa Lick a Lot of Dicks.
Anyway.
Anyway, y'all, that is our sissy shout-outs for
That's
this
the sissy
week.
shout-outs.
And as usual, they are 100%,
110% accurate.
110%. Is there anything else segments we missed?
I don't even know at this point.
Don't
Let's
even
just wrap
y'all,
this fucker up.
He's wrapping his legs around. Somebody's coming over to fuck him. We got to wrap this up. Yep. Don't forget about our other shows. We got Sweet Tea, our Southern Charm podcast.
We got Bitchcraft, our Sabrina the Teenage Witch
which
podcast.
y'all catch the fuck up because Sabrina's dropping at the end of January.
We got River Mails, our Riverdale podcast.
We do. We have Dear Maddie, the Old Advice podcast.
And y'all, check out our new holiday merch because we got like Let It Be, we've got Sissy Squad, we got all the good holiday merch for your friends.
Official Sissy Squad stuff now.
Yeah.
You can get it in rainbow, black, or white. Also, I don't think we have any other news.
Join us on our Facebook group, the Sissy Squad. We've been talking about all those dick pigs recently.
Yeah, it's true. And we just did that crossover that aired last week with the girls from
Slumber Party.
Slumber Party. There was a little audio thing, and I uploaded a new version. So if you didn't like it the first time, it should sound better this time.
And lastly, y'all, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Nothing makes my day brighter than a good Apple Podcast review or a good fucking.
Or good fuck, which he's about to have. And as we said, y'all, 2,000 reviews.
Live show.
So when you come for us,
There's
we'll
some
come for
bitches
you.
saying, I want a live show. We need to get this shit done.
They're like, get this shit done. And y'all remember, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love?
Yes, and remember, if you're looking for love in all the wrong places and you decide to get a 90-day fiancé, call us.